Good morning. Welcome to the breakfast show. This is Martin here, and this morning we'll be looking at the tutorial series, all right, for the US market to get all of you started on the US market. No doubt, I think many of you would have complained that the US market now is doing a correction, but this is actually a very good opportunity for you who are looking to buy for the slightly medium to longer term, especially if you're doing position training. But then again, if you look at the SmartRobie later, I'm just going to share with you in here, many of the stocks has already turned red pentagon, right? So on that in mind, many of you may have avoided some of the sell-off that you have, and that's what it's important to obey the indicators that you see in here. Where there's a red pentagon, you want to be taking your profit or cut loss. That's important in here. So let's go to see what we have for you this morning. And of course, we really recommend our members and our SmartRobie users to get those ideas from our Pentagon Guider, right? And we are doing a campaign which I've told you, which is, we always take before, the Pentagon Guider really works, all right? This is where you want to do and chat with SmartRobie, and we're going to be looking at US market. You can see some of these are on last month, 12 February, 9%. Right now, maybe a bit difficult, but then again, our campaign goes all the way to May, and I do think that with the correction that we see, a lot of stocks is going to be moving up. No doubt, if you look at it, the Nasdaq is down almost 11%, and usually around the 11-13% in here we'll see a nice correction. And for our members, remember I always talk about the members of VSA 360, we talk about the wicks. Take a look at the wicks now. Is around 26, 27. When they hit the 30, that's a nice mark. But look at those stocks that we've seen from February onwards. Roku, Easy Corp, Deere and Company. These stocks made at least 4% return. And let's turn our attention to the Malaysian market too. You can see in United Plantation, we got Heineken, LHI, not those technology stocks, right? But some of these are making Mestron, and we have PPJax, Seal, OSK. All is possible just to make it into the campaign we talk about with real trade, real money in here. Just a minimum of 4%, and using Pentagon Guider to get your next stock trade idea in here, right? And hot sectors in here just to win the 50 ringgit touch and go ang pao voucher, right? That's why we're going to get everybody, our members, all to get in, and the highest score will win an iPad, right? 10.9 inches going forward in here, and all you gotta do is submit to our account, right? To our account in here. So let's take a look at this morning, and where is the US market, right? Right now we are still on the US section in here. So you can see from here, you will open up, go to the main menu, and make sure you switch to the US SmartRobie right now. So you can see from S&P 500, here we have many stocks in here. We got Nvidia, right? Of course, that's the most popular one. But last week, since red pentagon, you could see from there, 21st of February, which is still down 4%. So following the red pentagon would have avoided. Now, I did talk about the S&P, the Nasdaq is down 11%. So let's take a look at this, and just go right at the bottom, hit the Pentagon Guider, and you can rotate this. So you can see on the chart, what I've shared with you in here, the market did show, right, the market actually turning down here. You can see red pentagon, and then the market started to mark all the way down, and you could see here there was a high, but the market just moved sideways, and then it didn't go higher. The highest point was just here, and then once it's at red pentagon, that's where you need to be out. Okay, so that's what you want to be doing in the market since then. But you do notice the Nasdaq has been a sideways market, just staying above the 6,000 mark, but eventually breaking below the 5,008. And I think this week there are some news about recession. Always standard one, you always hear that when the market drop a lot, 10-15%, they will start beating the alarm, recession coming, because those are what we call clickbait. People will click on it, and the market will overreact, and the market rebounded back. So that's why we always figure out, if you don't have a system, the SmartRobie system, which is depending on guided algo, would be something that we highly recommend you to use it here. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the stocks that we have. So I'll just turn that off first, and yep. So you can see from here we have the decliner. We just look at the gainer, and the most active one we have NVIDIA, NV. Okay, let's hit that one, and we want to take a look at the chart. So you have seen the Nasdaq has turned down. So once you see the Nasdaq turn down, you will also see that the S&P 500 NVIDIA is also turning down here. Okay, you can see. Let me just rotate this again. You can see the S&P 500, after the market hit the red pentagon here, and started to flow down and down and down until here. Okay, so this is where we are heading. So we got 140 bucks here. 140 US dollars seems to be the resistance. Did test to 150, and then since then NVIDIA has dropped down. Okay, so we can look at other stocks. If you have members or SmartRobie users, feel free to pencil those in there, and we will also look at some of the other stocks in here. Tesla is also in there, number 5. Okay, low hit that one, and we want to look at the stock chart, stock comment too. Okay, hit the stocks, and you can see, let me just do the rotation here, and you can see spot on, right? When Tesla hit the red pentagon on the 31st of December, right? It has been in the downtrend. So that's what is important to listen to some of these stocks that we talk about in here. You can see the markings are pretty good, right? Right at the in here, go in here, and then you exit out here where you made some little bit of money, or you have a specific target. You would have avoided here. So this is where, you know, you could sort of, you know, ride the trend, right? You could have shorted the US market and done pretty well on this side in here. Of course, nothing is for sure, but it does give you a trend where the market is going and heading for. All right. So let's take a look at other shares that you may have in our group there, and feel free to put it into the comment section. I'll be happy to help you there. Okay. So let's take a look at some other shares, which is the most active one. We have decliner. We don't look at the decliner. We don't look. You got Walgreens. We got Paladin. We can look at Ford. Okay. Stock chart, stock comment. And you can see Ford is looking very nice. That just turned green pentagon too. You can see that one at a nice base here around the, what price is this? This will be $9.30 US cents. And Ford, probably a nice momentum in here, probably around $10. Shorter term, you need to take profit already. A lot of the trends US may not give you the kind of you know, longer trend right? You have seen Tesla just now, how much he has gone down, right? Because US now is undergoing the correction mode that we are seeing right now. Okay, so this is something that you all need to pay attention. I'm trying to click on this one in here. Okay, and okay, so we have switched that off. So let's look at within the look. We'll look at the S&P 500. Now let's look at the next option that we have in Robie FA list. All right, Robie FA list, and then we look at Pentagon. So Robie FA list is a lot of those what we call good stocks with good ratings in here. Definitely one caught my eye is Microsoft. Okay, Microsoft has dropped a fair bit, and also there's First Solar. Pentagon flow minus 70, so that's turning green Pentagon, and Microsoft is here. Let's see where it is. Stock chart, stock comment. We'll hit that one, and so Microsoft is turning green Pentagon. Okay, right at the bottom around 400 US dollar. It has dropped a lot since then, right? So that's a good sign. For those of you who's looking to buy a Microsoft, this is a good level to be looking at. Of course, we want to check out the fundamentals too for Microsoft. And it is rated 4. Okay, let me just rotate this back. Okay, you can see 4 out of 8. P of 31 times, not that expensive, and the sector 61. ROE is 34, pays a little small dividend. Okay, and you can see intrinsic value is 424. Right now is 493, so it's undervalued in here. So if we rate it back at 38 times, that's about 476 US dollar in here. Okay, so that's then there are non-technology is fastener, right? I think it's industrial. Let's take a look at that one. Charts looks pretty good too. Okay, so I'm just going to switch back here, hit the chart. And you can see this is where it has a nice base here. Then these are the so-called technicals we always want to look for when it comes to stocks like this, okay? And it's around $74. You all know Microsoft, what they do. If you don't know what fastener, you can go into the stock fundamentals, which is a good way to look at it. Let me just turn this off again. And then you can swing it down. Of course, if you have your SmartRobie in front of you, it's taking more than 10 seconds just to get it. So if I look at the fastener in front of me, all right, now you can see it. It's rated 3 out of 8. P is 37 times, sector is 28, but the ROE is 33, but it does pay a 2% dividend. Okay, take note of that one in here. So one of the other companies I like when it comes to beginner is also KO, which is Coca-Cola. Okay, let's look at KO. Right, go to stock chart. And hit that one, and you can, hey, Coca-Cola has been moving up. All right, so these are the partly is this in sync with Donald Trump like to drink Diet Coke. So we can look from here. The chart is around $62 now. It's gone up to $672. This is a good play as it has some sort of dividend policy in there, and we can look at the just hit it back, and you can see it does pay 2.88%, and it's rated 5 out of 8. So for those of you who is starting off on the US market, KO, Coca-Cola may be good. Okay, check that one out. It's not that difficult to understand this company in here. And price now is $72. It is, if you look at it, if we do value back at 30 times, then it would be at 75 US dollar. Okay, so those are what we are looking for the beginner. And now we'll turn our attention to the we did talk about S&P 500 just now. We can say that it is in the downtrend. If you have exited using the red pentagon, that will be much better. And all this tutorial is for our first time tutorial. Those of you who are in the US market for the first time, use this tutorial as a mean to look at it. And of course, if you have any question you want to look at, feel free to pencil in. Now let's look at the Pentagon Guider, which is actually what we call the beginning of an uptrend. So we hit this, go to main menu, and we go to Pentagon Guider, hit Pentagon Guider, and there will be a full list of stocks here. We got FAST. Remember, that's the one I like to. We got Skyworks. That's the one with the technology. See, the technology is coming back. Okay. Microsoft also turned green Pentagon. Skyworks is, I think they're involved a bit with the Apple. All right, Broadcom. There's some news in there. You can check that one out. So let's hit Skyworks, and let's see if there are news. Hit news too. Okay, there you go. Skyworks Solution 4 as Apple supply predict sales slump. That was on February 7. Apple supplier Skyworks stock plummet. iPhone turn to competitors. That was why Skyworks was exiting. Broadcom is coming in here. Okay, and that's how I know about this company too. eBay, Hologic, United, UNH Pool. That's the one making I think the washing machine one. HHA, Equifax, Union Pacific, Hawson. So if you have time, all you gotta do is do a bit of research on this company in here. And of course, if you're a beginner, start with the Robi FA collection. Those are the good fundamental stocks that pays dividend, like what we just checked out just now. The Coca-Cola, those are stocks that you can. But the Pentagon list is pretty good. If not, you can stick to. I usually stay away from healthcare. I don't like the healthcare because they can be very volatile. I think FAST is a good one. You can look at United National United. Okay, we can look at the trading plan too. All right, as I said before, the trading plan is here. You want to enter below 491. Now remember, now that the SmartRobie right now is regulated by the SC, and we are sort of a licensed digital investment advisor. So we have all our buy call 1 out of 5 in here, not the best. You can check out some of the others. So just go to trading plan, and you can see from here the stop loss and the entry point below $491 in here. So we can also check out the stock chart. So 490, was it 491? And we'll hit that one. So you can see from the chart. So let me just rotate this. Yeah, a nice one in here. It's coming up from a very low base, so the reward to risk is pretty good. So 491 here, last close is 493, 491. So it started to move up already. You can see, 491. So it's a good point. You can still sort of get in, and profit target. We'll go back to here. Just now with the trading plan is, I know I'm rotating the chart, it's a bit irritating, but use your own handphone, okay? Use your own handphone. It's 511. Okay, 511 is the, hit the stock chart again, rotate this back. 511 will be somewhere we are talking here. So 510, 509, 511, just right below here. Yep. The old high, it's here. 510, 511. That's a short-term target. Okay, and if you're longer term, maybe you want to go a bit up here. Okay, so that's what we have. And trading is all about getting in, taking your profit, and then coming out again. Okay, that's what we always advocate here, right? You want to be in, take your profit, and then keep rotating it. So you need a discount broker for this purpose, and there are some, I don't have to tell the name, which one you want to be using it. All right, so that's the Pentagon Guider. What other name we have here in Pentagon Guider? Okay, and also check out some of the tutorials that we have. All right, one of the things I want to share with you is the US seems to be getting a very good win rate. All right, just go to Zoom, and you want to go right to the below the menu, and you go to the, let me go to the FAQ. Right, and you want to look at, just let me scroll you there, and number 11, right, number 10, sorry, what are the current SmartRobie win rates? Okay, just want to share with you the win rates. So these are the older one. Okay, so you can look at these. So check out this link here, and you can find out the win rates are pretty around 40 plus to 60% in there. Okay, all right. So that's what we have for you this morning in here. We want to keep it snappy, and of course any questions you all have on regard with the using of SmartRobie for the US market is definitely a lot of opportunity in there. So if you have any questions, right, as usual, just pop it into the corner there and let me know any stocks that you want me to analyze. And all of stocks are just trending up very nicely, like Ford, Fastener, and those charts can give you a minimum of 4% to participate in here. And of course, for our Muslim friends, Sharia shares are pretty good too in here. You can check out this website at wahid.com, so those will be in the compliance, whether the stocks that we talk about are Sharia or not. All right, for our unit proposition, Pentagon Guider, green to buy, red to sell, and that's where you in. You can also put it into your watch list. Whenever the stocks pops up, then you're able to make the kind of, right? And going forward, I still think that the US dollar will still strengthen against the ringgit. I think that's something all of you would have noticed and take advantage of this. Okay, green going up, red coming down, right? And get your Pentagon idea for stock trade idea from us. Okay, so chat with the SmartRobie and get a chance to win the 50 ringgit touch and go voucher with a minimum of 4%, which I've shared with you in here. All right, will trade. And this probably concludes our breakfast show this morning, keeping it snappy. And we still have our great members winning the VSA 360 contest. And check out our YouTube, okay, for those missed tutorial that we have done. So that's all I have for this morning in here. And if you have any stocks you want me to look at the US, feel free to pencil in there. But generally, I will follow the Pentagon Guider. Right? Don't forget to subscribe to our Telegram chat room. So I wish you the best. And do take note, this Wednesday, I will be away. So there won't be any live Facebook. I'll be back next Wednesday. All right. I'll see you then. Bye.